both secular and Christian, as we seek to understand diverse gender identities. Still others may believe that the Church ought not engage at all, as it has already done so much harm to transgender people. We can relate to the fear of what could happen and sadness about what has already happened when ill-equipped persons engage around such intricacies. Our hope is that this book can provide long overdue information regarding the experiences of those navigating a range of gender identities, raise awareness of the real challenges therein, and resonate with Christians who see themselves in these words. We hope that such information in the hands of parents, loved ones, pastors, youth ministers, and lay Christians can help equip church communities so that young people do not feel as if navigating gender identity questions precludes them from a relationship with Christ or a home in the church. This book is the result of the observation that work in diverse gender identities has rapidly expanded. The speed of this expansion has been difficult for families and challenging for churches seeking to engage in meaningful ministry. Back in 2015, Mark's book, Understanding Gender Dysphoria, offered an explanation of gender dysphoria. We have written this book to distinguish emerging gender identities from gender dysphoria and to provide an update on what has changed in the clinical landscape in the past 5 years, as well as to offer options for Christians who wish to lean into this conversation. We hope that anyone who is seeking to genuinely appreciate the current terrain will find some clarity in this book, while knowing that no single resource could possibly provide answers for all of your questions about gender identity and faith. Nevertheless, we will offer distinctively Christian principles that are in keeping with a historic Christian anthropology. We want to express our sincerest gratitude for the many people who have made this book a reality. We want to thank the countless students affiliated with the Sexual and Gender Identity Institute, formerly the Institute for the Study of Sexual Identity, who contributed hours to research, clinical work, supervision, consultations, and trainings. We want to thank the various professionals and specialty clinics who have been available to us over the years for consultation and for the hallway conversations that inspired our own wrestling with the changing landscape. Most importantly, we hope this book honors the countless brave people and their families that we have met with over the past 5 years. We want to thank you for your vulnerability and trust, which has opened our eyes to the difficulties you face in integrating gender identity and faith. We have listened to and been grieved by the ways you have suffered due to the limitations of the people of God, and we see this book as an effort to help your faith communities better accompany you. For those who have been made to feel that you do not belong in Christian churches, we pray you will hold fast to the truth of how beloved you are to Christ. Part 1. Making Important Distinctions. Chapter 1. Transgender Experiences and Emerging Gender Identities. Ellie came to a consultation with her parents, not sure what to expect. Like many teens we meet with, she was on the defensive. Expecting to hear from us the same message she had heard from her parents, she came ready to prove that she wasn't identifying as transgender merely to get attention or rebel against the status quo. She wasn't a transgender activist marching at the front of a pride parade. She was simply trans, she said. Once she realized we weren't there to tell her she was a bad Christian for not exhibiting stereotypically female dress, interests, and mannerisms, she relaxed. Then she began to tell her story. 16 years old, she faced many of the same stressors as other teens we meet with: peer pressure, college applications, conflicts with siblings, and uncertainty over how to answer the question, "Who am I?" She had hobbies, passions, and goals for her life. She wanted to adopt a child one day, to give another child the kind of promising future her own adoptive parents had given her. And in addition to all this, she didn't feel at home in her body. Ellie wasn't sure how she wanted to respond to her bodily discomfort. At present, she used her birth name and female pronouns. She wasn't ready to make any decisions regarding bodily changes, but she also couldn't see herself reflected in any of the female role models in her life, her church, or even her own family. She felt completely alone until she began to open up about her experience.